Tomorrow is a day of love, and a lot of couples will make it official. Well, joining us now with a very unique ceremony that you might want to take part in. Chapel's at the Palm near the famous, of course, Pawn Star store. And here with more on what you need to know is Reverend Scott J. Pollock. It's so good to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here.
Oh, it's an honor to have you to tell us about this really unique ceremony that you guys have there at your chapel. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, we have something called a friendship ceremony, and there's actually 3 levels to it. There's
Okay.
one's called a Besties for Life, one's called an I Love You ceremony, and one's called a Brother from Another Mother ceremony. So I didn't want to exclude the men who walk through the doors, but it all started one day. I had a bunch of sorority sisters walk in, and they asked to do something, and they didn't want to do anything legally binding.
Yeah.
And I said, "Are you all best friends?" And they said yes. So just kind of on the fly, we developed a ceremony.
That's
and
so cool.
I expected like a 5-minute ceremony, but each one of these girls started talking to each other. They'd talk, then they'd cry, then they'd hug. Then another would talk, cry,
It's a
hug.
sorority, so.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like a ceremony meets a therapy session, because we just open the door for everybody, and then they speak what's in their heart, and
love
everyone's
that.
different. Everyone just kind of flows, and it gives everyone an opportunity to come to Vegas to have something
Yes.
special and take something home.
That is so unique because a lot of people who come to Vegas are coming with their girlfriends, or they're coming with their guy friends. So
Absolutely.
why not come
Girls
together?
trip.
Yeah, so why not come together and have something that you can take away that's so special and say, hey, we made a permanent commitment to each other.
And we
We're
even
in
have
for the long
certificates
haul.
too. We have
Do you
official
really?
certificates for them. I can allow up to 12 signatures. So if you have a large group, like a lot of bachelorette parties, for example, now it's a new twist, and it's something cool they can do in Vegas to add something to what they did. So
I love that. And so I know you have to have some pretty interesting attire for some of these folks that come in here and take part in these ceremonies.
we don't I have other than myself, I have 8 female reverends that work for me, and they all come from different backgrounds. And so any day they can be dressed from anywhere between the 1920s to now.
I love
and
it.
A lot of them come from singing backgrounds and dancing backgrounds. So in the middle of your ceremony, if you requested a song, someone will start breaking out in the song for you and things like that. So
I love it.
I want people to leave Las Vegas remembering they got married in Las Vegas.
Oh, yes,
and
they
not just on a
will.
plane to be like, yeah, we got married in Las Vegas. I want to be like, yes, this is Las Vegas and we got married. This was great.
That is so cool. I've never heard of a ceremony like this. So you guys are really adding kind of something new and interesting, just to kind of add another layer to the experience here when you come to Vegas.
The I Love You ceremony is for people who just don't want to take that next commitment.
Okay.
I love you now, I loved you forever, I'm always going to love you, but I can't put a ring on your finger. But again, it's a wonderful experience because they mention all the reason they're together and how long they've been together, and you hear memories that one might have forgotten about and the other remembered, and again, it makes for such a little touching moment.
I have to ask you, I know you've done so many, but is there maybe a couple of experiences that really stand out in your mind?
2. One I did a Star Wars wedding, and it was Han Solo and Princess Leia, and when I walked into the actual chapel, everyone who was there was actually dressed as someone from Star Wars.
Get outta
And
here.
for someone like myself, it being in Las Vegas, I expect this, but this was really over the top
Yes.
for me. And the wedding was just amazing, and everyone was just so fun afterwards. And one was just actually a couple weeks ago too. I got a call from someone, and they asked, the first question was, do you do off-site weddings? I'm like, sure. They're like, well, triple your rate. And right away I said, ooh, there's some kind of a catch to this.
Yeah, what's going on here?
And it was actually at a nudist resort.
Really?
And all the other reverends they had contacted had turned them down, and I was like, sure, I'll come out. And the funniest part is, like, my wife always says, if you're nervous, you think of a crowd naked. And I'm like, obviously here I can't do this for this particular group. Everyone who was there was dressed except for the bride and groom.
Really?
And for me standing in front, I'd had a smile on my face. I mean, they were wonderful people, but I'm just trying to look up and not gaze down at all. And I see the rest of the crowd, and so I kind of focused on them. But for me, that kind of signified what a Las Vegas wedding is about. Like, they loved it. It was wonderful for them. It's just what they wanted, and that's what my chapel's about. We want you to have exactly what you want. And for them, it's a memory they'll carry on a lifetime, and I'm certainly never going to forget it.
And clearly
either,
you have memories for a lifetime as well.
I'm never going to forget that day.
Reverend Pollock, wow, how you really just make such memorable experiences, and just hearing your stories, we can go all day with this,
absolutely.
right?
This is wonderful.
I love it. And also you offer free military ceremonies as well on July 4th.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we mention that. So we appreciate you for doing that and giving back.
Thank you so much.
That's important. So Chapel's at the Palm, check it out. I mean, clearly just hearing Reverend Pollock's stories, they have a good time there.
It's a lot of fun.
I
You won't
love
disappoint
it.
So
It's so
thank
good
you so
having
much.
you. Thank you for coming. He said he's wearing red tomorrow, by the way.
We got the memo to wear green today.
Exactly. So we're on the same page. That's how we do things here. All right, Heather.